different perspectives with parenting that I've been so grateful to have is the tool to always empower my kids to know that they know. What does that mean? Knowing is kind of like some people call it a gut feeling or an intuition or awareness. Like a knowing is beyond trying to figure it out or thinking, and kids come into this world so aware and just know things. And often we as adults don't acknowledge that, or actually even do the opposite. So like one example, when my daughter was not even 3 years old. She was a little over 2. And I got pregnant with my second daughter. I did not know I was pregnant. I was probably maybe 24 hours pregnant. And she pointed to my belly and she said, "Inside, baby, sleeping." And what most people might do is, "Oh, you're crazy. You couldn't know something like that." But I was like, wow, I took a pregnancy test and I was pregnant. And so as she's gotten older, and as both of my girls have gotten older, I asked them, "What do you know?" Because it probably goes so far beyond anything that I might be willing to be aware of. Another example, do you have kids that love to go, "But why mommy? But why mommy?" Or "Why daddy?" My favorite response to that is, "What do you know?" And see what they know about whatever question they're asking why to. I also recently, my older daughter was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. And so this has just been a few months so far. And where I've really used this tool is asking her about her body. And what do you know about your body? And what does it require? And before we knew that's what it is, that's what it was. She had been really tired, thirsty, all these symptoms, but we had no history of diabetes in our family. So I didn't know what was going on. And so I started to ask her questions when the teacher called from school saying she was so lethargic and couldn't really move. And I was asking her, "Okay, what do you need? Do you need meat?" "No, Mom, stop asking me questions." Like, wouldn't even really respond. "Do you need sleep?" "Mom, no." And then I said, "Do you need sugar?" And she sat up and goes, "Yes." That is her knowing. She actually knows. And then I was like, wow, let's test her for diabetes. Took her to the emergency room, and that's what it was. So as we've gone along that journey, and I'm asking her, well, like, how much insulin do you require right now? What do you know? I'm empowering her to actually tap into what she knows beyond thinking, beyond trying to figure it out. Say when your kids go into new situations with people or friendships or adults, what do you know allows them to start accessing, rather than just opinions or what other people say about that friend, or if other people think that adult is, quote, nice, but what do they actually know? So rather than disacknowledging those kind of crazy things that they might pull from the sky, they actually know things. So that's one of my favorite tools of just empower your kids to know that they know, and keep asking them, well, what do you know? And what do you know? And you'll be amazed of what comes out of their mouths. And the more you ask that, the more they get to see what is valuable about that. And the more you might be surprised, and they might be really grateful for being acknowledged for what they do know and how unique it is.